Welcome back, everybody. Well, now since we read the article, I think we were already all familiar with this. For 3 long years, China had this zero COVID policy. Basically, they were doing extreme measures in order to make every single coronavirus case disappear quickly and none to appear at any time. Unfortunately, with a country as big as China and as many people as China, and a disease as, what's it called?
Contagious.
Contagious, thank you. As coronavirus, there was absolutely no way to keep this going. So basically, after some pushback from the Chinese people, the Chinese government decided to give up the policies, but not a little bit at a time, but all at once. So now the problem is coronavirus is now flooding into China. Rather than a trickle, it has become a river, according to this article, and that river could be spilling over into other countries as Chinese tourists want to go abroad for the first time in many years. So it's led to some countries, including Korea and Japan, trying to put extra restrictions on just Chinese tourists coming in, which has caused the Chinese government to retaliate with putting sort of restrictions on Koreans and Japanese as well. In any case, there's been a tit for tat going on, which seems to be ending as we speak. Next month, I believe, is going to be kind of the beginning of the end, as it were. Are you guys concerned with that sudden end of the zero COVID policy in China? Why or why not?
I wasn't concerned. I was excited when I heard about it. I think I was, though, instantaneously concerned when Korea and Japan brought in restrictions against just the Chinese. You could tell that was going to cause political tension with the Chinese, and I guess the Chinese ended up responding in exactly the way I expected them to, which was, fine, if you're going to do it to us, then we'll do it to you. Because that's politics.
Very mature.
It's child's behaviour. So yeah, I was just a bit surprised why Korea and Japan were so worried about just the Chinese. But there you go. It didn't seem like a massive problem, really.
Get those Chinese tourist dollars back.
Well, yeah, surely think of the money. Think of how good it is for businesses, and the resurgence of places like Jongno and Myeongdong and the outlet malls and so on that have completely collapsed because of the absence of Chinese tourists. So, throw them a bone.
Do you think the Chinese government could have done better with this? Basically, immediately, instantaneously ending the no COVID policy.
Yeah, they could have had a bit of a wind down, a gradual rollout of the new policy. Perhaps that would have been a bit less dramatic. But they do seem to favour the extreme measures.
Yeah, it's either on or off, really. And now since it's off, there seems to be a lot of deaths. And ways to reduce that would just be better. Do better in the first place.
Have a better healthcare system,
You know what? That could be a better article than this. What is Chinese healthcare system like?
Yeah,
I'd actually be curious. Not curious about this though.
Not so much. It feels like we've talked about COVID a lot.
Yeah, quite enough now. I think we're all sick of it. But as new developments come, I think we will talk about them and see where they go.
Yes.
Well, where we're going to go is down below into the vocabulary so that we can study a little bit more and use them in our everyday life. And we will see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Countless.
Countless.
Instantaneous.
Instantaneous.
Stanch.
Staunch.
Unfounded.
Unfounded.
Account for.
Account for.